The apartment felt smaller than usual, not crowded, just aware. I locked the door behind us. Damon stood there for a moment, hands at his sides, like he didn't know what to do with them now that he wasn't holding himself together anymore. The heater hummed softly. Winter stayed outside. "You can take the couch," I said, "or the bed. I'll take the other." He shook his head. "No, I don't want distance tonight." The words landed heavier than any confession. He sat on the couch anyway, shoulders tense, eyes lowered. I handed him a towel first, then a mug. Our fingers brushed when he took it. He didn't pull away. He wrapped both hands around the mug, staring into it like it was grounding him. "I'm not cold anymore," he said quietly. "I know. That's the problem," he added. "I can feel everything again." I sat beside him, close enough that our knees touched. Neither of us commented on it. Damon inhaled slowly, then leaned back into the couch. His arm rested along the cushion behind me. Not touching, but close enough that I could feel the heat of him. Intentional. "You don't have to stay awake," I said. He glanced at me. "I don't want to sleep yet." "Why?" "Because when I wake up, this will still be real." I nodded. We sat like that for a while, the quiet stretching but not breaking. His knee pressed lightly against mine now. Not accidental. He shifted just slightly until our shoulders touched. I didn't move away. That was the moment. Not the kiss. Not the breakdown. His choosing closeness without panic. "You're very calm," he murmured. "I'm not," I said honestly. "I just don't run." His jaw tightened. "That's why this scares me." After a while, his head tipped toward me. Not fully, just enough to rest against my shoulder. He exhaled slowly. "Tell me if you want me to move," he said. "I don't." So he stayed. His breathing evened out, but he didn't fall asleep. His fingers flexed once against his thigh, like he was resisting the urge to reach for me. I let my arm rest against his back. Light, steady, no pressure. He froze for half a second, then relaxed. "Levi?" he whispered. "Yeah. If I stay like this," he said, voice low, "it means I'm not pretending anymore." I didn't answer with words. I leaned my head gently against his. He closed his eyes. And for the first time since I'd known him, Damon let himself be held without breaking. Damon didn't leave in the morning. That was the first thing I noticed. He stood in my kitchen, mug in hand, staring out the window like he was bracing himself for impact. The city looked the same as it always did. Cars passing, people moving. Normal life is continuing, but he wasn't part of it yet. "I should go," he said. He didn't move. "You don't have to rush," I replied. "I'm not rushing," he said quietly. "I'm delaying." That honesty felt heavier than fear. His phone buzzed again on the counter. He glanced at it this time, didn't pick it up. "Do you want me to walk you?" I asked. He hesitated, then nodded. "Yeah." We didn't hold hands in the hallway, didn't lean into each other. We walked like two people who knew they were being watched, even if no one was looking yet. Outside, the air was sharp. Winter still clung to everything. Damon pulled his jacket tighter around himself, eyes scanning the street. "This is where it gets complicated," he said. "Because someone might see us?" "No," he said. "Because I might see myself." That stopped me. We reached the corner where our paths split. He turned toward me, jaw tight. "I'm not ashamed," he said firmly. "But I don't know how to be visible yet." "I won't push you," I replied. "But I won't disappear either." Something softened in his expression. "Good," he said, "because I don't want to lose you trying to protect myself." A voice cut through the air. "Damon?" We both turned. It was Mark, someone he worked with. Friendly, curious, too observant. Mark's eyes flicked between us. "You okay, man?" he asked. "You didn't answer your messages." Damon stiffened beside me. I didn't step back. I didn't step forward. I stayed exactly where I was. "I'm fine," Damon said. "Just needed time." Mark nodded slowly, still watching. "Didn't know you lived around here." he added, glancing at me. I don't, Damon said. Then deliberately he added, but I stay here. The silence that followed was loud. Mark's eyebrows lifted slightly. Oh, he said. Got it. He didn't say anything else. Didn't smile. Didn't judge. Just nodded once and walked away. Damon exhaled sharply after he was gone. That, he said. It was harder than the kiss. I turned to him. You didn't lie. I didn't hide. And you didn't apologize. His mouth curved into a faint, stunned smile. No, he said. I didn't. He looked at me then. Not desperate, not afraid. Proud. I'll see you tonight? He asked. I nodded. Yeah. He took one step back. Then another. Then stopped. Levi. Yeah. Thank you, he said quietly, for staying visible. I watched him walk away. Shoulders squared, steps steady. Fear still there, but no longer in control. And I realized something important. Loving Damon wasn't about pulling him into the light. It was about standing there long enough for him to step into it himself. Damon didn't text that afternoon. Not because he forgot. Because he was busy surviving. I found out when my phone buzzed instead. Unknown number. Is Damon with you? I stared at the screen longer than I should have. Then another message came in. This is Mark. From work. So the noticing had already started. I typed back slowly. He's not here right now. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Just checking. Things are tense. I locked my phone and set it down. When Damon finally came back that evening, he looked different. Not broken. Not afraid. Worn down in a way that comes from holding your ground all day. He dropped his keys on the counter and leaned back against it. Eyes closed. They know, he said. How much? Enough. I waited. My manager asked if I was going through something. He continued. Asked if I needed space. Or distance. From me. He nodded once. I didn't give him anything. That's nothing, I said. He opened his eyes. It feels like something, he admitted. Like if I say the wrong sentence, I lose everything I've worked for. I stepped closer. And if you say nothing, I lose you. The words hung between us. Heavy. Unavoidable. I didn't soften my voice. Damon, I said, I'm not asking you to come out. I'm not asking you to fight the world. He swallowed. But I am asking you not to erase me. His jaw tightened. That's fair. Is it? I asked. Because it feels like I'm the one holding my breath. He pushed off the counter and paced once, then stopped in front of me. I don't want to lose you, he said, but I don't know how to protect both of us. I met his eyes, then stopped trying to protect me by pretending I don't exist. Silence. He looked away, then back. What if saying it out loud changes everything? He asked. It will, I replied. That's the point. He stared at me for a long moment. Then he reached for my hand. Not gently, firm, certain. I don't want you to be my secret, he said. My chest tightened. Then don't make me one. Another knock cut through the room. Both of us froze. Damon frowned. I'm not expecting anyone. Neither was I. I opened the door. Mark stood there. Awkward. Uncomfortable. Honest. Sorry, he said quickly. Damon left his badge at work. Damon stepped forward. I'll take it, he said. Mark didn't move. Instead, he looked at both of us. You don't have to explain, he said. But I wanted you to know. Not everyone there cares the way you think they do. Damon's grip on my hand tightened. I appreciate that, he said. Mark nodded, handed over the badge, then hesitated. For what it's worth, he added. You looked lighter today, even stressed. Then he left. The door closed. Damon didn't let go of my hand. That, he said quietly, felt like standing on a cliff. And you didn't fall. He exhaled. No. He looked at me, really looked. I don't want to live a life where I keep choosing silence, he said. So if staying means speaking up, he squeezed my hand. I choose to stay. My heart pounded. This isn't over, I warned. I know, he replied, but neither are we. The next morning didn't feel heavy. That was new. No knot in my chest. No waiting for the other shoe to drop. Damon was already awake when I came into the kitchen. Sleeves rolled up. Coffee brewing like this was just another day. But it wasn't. He looked at me like he'd already decided something. I'm taking today off, he said. I raised an eyebrow. That's serious? Yeah, he replied. I need to say something while I still mean it. We walked downtown together. Not touching, not hiding, just walking. Every step felt deliberate. When we reached the cafe near his office, Damon slowed. This is where it changes, he said quietly. Once I say it, I can't pretend anymore. I stopped with him. You don't have to prove anything to me. He turned to face me. I know, he said, but I want to choose you where it counts. Inside, the cafe buzzed with normal life. Laughter, phones, people pretending nothing ever breaks. 2 of his coworkers were there. They noticed us immediately. Damon didn't hesitate. This is Levi, he said clearly. My boyfriend. The word landed clean. No apology, no explanation, just truth. One coworker smiled awkwardly. The other nodded. Nice to meet you, someone said. And just like that, the world didn't end. We sat at a small table by the window. Damon's hands were steady now. His shoulders relaxed as he'd finally put something down. I thought it would feel louder, he admitted. It usually does in your head, I said. He laughed quietly. I spent years thinking love had to hurt to be real, he said. That wanting someone meant losing control. He reached across the table and took my hand. But this, he continued, this feels like I finally have it. I squeezed his fingers. Good, I said, because I'm not interested in being survived. He smiled at that. Later, back at the apartment, we stood by the window. The city stretched out below us. Are you scared? I asked. Yes, he said immediately. But I'm done letting fear make my choices. He turned toward me then. No hesitation. No looking away. I love you, Damon said. Not quietly. Not secretly. I love you. My chest tightened. I know, I replied. And I'm here. He kissed me then. Not rushed. Not desperate. Slow. Certain. Real. The kind of kiss you don't take back. When we pulled apart, he rested his forehead against mine. Thank you, he whispered, for not letting me disappear. I smiled. You stayed, I said. That part was on you. Outside, the city kept moving. Inside, nothing needed to.